What's up, guys? My name is Ed, this is Marissa, and this is Distant Critics. So, right from the start, we want to let you guys know that these are our opinions and our opinions alone, but we want you guys to interact in the comments down below what you thought about this movie. You guys already know what we're getting into. You see the thumbnail. Inside Out 2 is the brand new Disney Pixar movie, and we can't wait to talk about it. Marissa, please, can you let us know what the plot of this film is?
Teenager Riley's mine headquarters is undergoing a sudden demolition to make room for something entirely unexpected. New emotions, joy, sadness, anger, fear, and disgust, who've long been running a successful operation by all accounts, aren't sure how to feel when anxiety shows up. And it looks like she's not alone.
And yeah, she definitely wasn't alone. The characters come back. You got joy, fear, disgust, anger, sadness, and now there's new emotions. But I want to know, I loved Inside Out 1 so much. It's one of my favorite Disney Pixar films. Did you like Inside Out 2 better?
I like Inside Out 2 way better.
Okay. Please have the floor. I want to hear what you got to say.
Okay, let me explain. So I'm huge on mental health, right? And any type of mental health, anxiety, depression, anything like that plays a fact in mental health in general. I love how the director, Kelsey Mann, played it in a cognitive mindset. You know, there's a lot of cognitive therapy out there and stuff like that. And she played it in such a cognitive mindset when it came to our emotions and when it came to our core beliefs. That is why I think that this movie has so much more potential than Inside Out 1 did.
I could see that for sure. I mean, it's definitely more complex. There's this one, I don't want to give too many spoilers away, but there's this one part where it really did hit me, where Joy tries to tackle anxiety, but in our lives, you know, we try to tackle anxiety as a figurative speech, whatever. And you just see anxiety is almost like paralyzed. And I thought that specific scene like spoke so much, because like that's exactly how it feels, and I get that. I just feel like in the first film, I do like this film. I'll say it right now, but I think I like the first one a little bit more. I just think it had a little bit more emotional depth, and this one, although I had a great time watching it, it kind of felt like a repeat of the first film, just a little bit. You know, you got a journey into the mine, and it almost felt like you're rehashing the same concept of having to get back to headquarters to fix things before Riley makes a big mistake.
Well, so with Inside Out 1, it was doing sub-level emotions. You know, happiness, anger, sadness, that's all subsurface emotions, right? That's on the surface. You know, we go ahead and act like we're happy. We go ahead and be sad. It's okay to be sad, mad, anything like that. What Inside Out 2 did was dive deep down into the emotions, because now not only do we have these other emotions, it's telling us that it's okay to have these other emotions, such as anxiety, boredom, envy, embarrassment.
Yeah,
that's a huge one too.
I love
and then my favorite was nostalgia. Really, I really love nostalgia, even though she didn't really have a
yes, oh my
star
gosh,
part. Yes, star part, you know, but she was still there in the background cheering them on, and then ended up leaving. But I just believe it was way more emotional than Inside Out 1 because of the core beliefs. I'll say it again, and I'll say it over and over. The core beliefs is a huge part of everyone in their lives, everything, whether they are good core beliefs or they're bad core beliefs.
Yeah, and I think that's a huge theme going throughout. I think if you like finish the film, you got all the end credits and stuff like that. All the way at the end, there's a message from the director, and it says this film is dedicated to our kids. We love you just the way you are. And I felt that through the film, where like it seems as if, you know, this film is more for like that 13, 14-year-old. Definitely kids younger. There's some elements in there of Dora crap, but that part, honestly, it made me so mad. But I'm not gonna give too much away. You guys will see it and you'll understand what I'm talking about when I say Dora. But in this film, like you just said, um, they make it very to the forefront, basically, that it's okay to feel all of your feelings because that's what makes you you.
Mhm.
And I think
And
that's
not
cool.
only it is cool, and not only that, yes, it's directed towards kids and stuff, but me as an adult, I took that to heart also. You know, being able to not change who you are because we are constantly trying to fit in society nowadays, right?
Hmm.
Um, Constantly battling anxiety or any other type of emotions that anyone might be feeling or battling against. So I believe that yes, it starts when we're kids because core beliefs start when you're a
Hmm.
child. But as it gets older and as I'm an adult and I still come up with core beliefs and I still come up with healthier core beliefs, right? That's
Yeah.
the main point is having healthier ones. Um, I think she hit the nail on the head when it came straight from kids to adults. It can definitely affect us both.
Hmm. Man, that's
Mhm.
such a good point because in my theater there was only one kid in there. This movie is definitely for kids. It talks about
Mm.
going into puberty and stuff like that. But there was only one kid. The rest of them were all adults, and I think that's because all adults are feeling these exact emotions. So whether you're a
Yep.
parent, whether you're a teenager, a 4-year-old, you're gonna like the film.
And I also have one last thing to take away
Yes.
on why I think that Inside Out 2 is just a little bit better than Inside Out 1. Um, I think the graphics were
Yes.
phenomenal.
Oh man.
Down to the T. If you remember one of Riley's friends at the end of the movie, they do their little handshake that they have, and you can see the nail polish chip on her thumb.
Mm.
It's like little minute details like that that really like spoke to me and was like, wow, they really put in all this effort for this movie.
Hmm. And you see, I was looking at the details when I saw the emotions, like when they got a close up on anger and disgust. You can see like the little tiny uh, particles coming out of them. I thought that was pretty dope too.
Hmm.
So it's a beautiful film. It's gorgeous looking, and it didn't even feel that long either. Like the pacing is like super good all the way throughout. So you like this film? I like this film. We both recommend for everyone to watch this film, but we want to know what you guys have to say about it. If you've liked it, if you didn't, whatever your thoughts are, leave them in the comments down below.
Yes, and also if you have any other suggestions of other movies that we might review, please leave it down in the comments below. That way we can go ahead and turn your idea into reality.
Yep. And thank you guys so much for joining us today on Distant Critics.